Good morning, everyone. Welcome to BizTix TV. This is the place to be for tips, tools, strategies, everything you need to build a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. Today is Tuesday. That means we have the digital diva in the house. Terry Johnson online, all the way from New York City, and we're going to be talking all things social media, digital marketing, and today we're talking about doing one thing well. So sit back, relax, put your chair in its upright position, get a pencil, get a pen, take some notes, and let's get into this with Dr. TJ Johnson.
Oh, I'm a doctor now. I like that.
Yeah, okay. I don't know where this came from, but
Thank you. And welcome and good hello to everybody. How are you guys doing in the world? I know things are crazy right now, but we're going to make it through. This hour we're going to talk about digital marketing strategy topics. That is email marketing, content marketing, social media marketing, branding, website SEO, all of those things. I try to bring you those topics. But today I'm going to bring some I always like to look at what's happening online and social media, and when there's some kind of snafu or there's a commotion online and people get outraged. And this time we had that last week. Now I want to bring it to you because you may have missed it in between all the stories about what I'm not going to bring up, but you know what it is. The news is full of it. But there's some other news things going on and we need to talk about. And I thought this was an important subject to bring up because of what the person said that I'm going to talk about was doing one thing well. And that resonated with me. And I was like, okay, we got to talk about this doing one thing well and the optics of it and what you can do if this kind of situation happens to you. Okay. So,
okay.
everybody that's here, welcome live. The live gang is here. Welcome. The replay gang. I know you're watching, so put in there hashtag replay gang or type in whatever you like. Tell me where you are. We always like to know where our community is located, where you are, because we have people in Italy. Things are really bad over there, but we have people in Italy and Europe and everywhere you can think of. So we like to know where you are. Also invite others to the discussion today. You know how the best way to do that on whatever platform you are on. Bring them in. There are buttons and things that you can press and tell people come on into the chat. It's going to be a good one because more people, more conversation, more things that we learn. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Let me take a sip of water. Thank you. And let me bring up my notes. I got to bring up my notes. So I want to say, does anybody know the name BEA Dixon? B Dixon. Has anybody heard that name? No? Okay, then this is going to be good. This is going to be a good one. All right. So B Dixon is an entrepreneur. She is a millennial. She's a Black woman. She's I call her a young person. She has started a line of products called the Honey Pot. Now, if you watch TV or if you go on to Target has run these commercials showcasing her products. Now, the Honey Pot is her line of feminine hygiene products made for, she didn't even say women. She said anybody who has a certain female body part, which I'm not going to mention today, but you will know what I'm talking about. So if you have that body part, you can use her products. And I'm making a conscious effort to make sure that you understand she's anybody, because this is where the controversy is coming into. So Target ran this commercial where she's proud of working hard, building this line, and being in Target. As an entrepreneur, that's where you want to be. You want to create your product, you want to grow, you want to be in a mass market retailer like that because that means more sales. So she's real proud of it. But because of one word that she said in this 30-second commercial on Target, has a certain community up in arms. They're up in arms. They started trashing her company. They called her a racist. They called her all kind of things. They tried to get her product out of Target. They tried to crush her sales. They tried to destroy her brand, all because of one word. Okay, so what is that one word? Before I tell you what the word is, I want to play the commercial so you guys can see for yourself. So let me bring up the tab, make sure the audio is there. All right, so this is the entrepreneur B. Dixon. I'll make sure everybody, can we see that? Good. All right, let me move the branding out of the way so you guys can see everything. Just a second, guys. I want to move the banner out of the way. I want you to see this. Okay, so I set it up. Honey Pot founder Beatrice Dixon responds to racist backlash from Target commercial. Now, and the commercial was in this article, so I want to bring it up. These are the products. Nothing untoward. Here's the commercial, and I'm going to play it.
My name is Beatrice Dixon. I'm the founder of the Honey Pot. To have a retailer like Target see you and believe in you is everything. The reason why it's so important for Honey Pot to do well is so the next Black girl, she could have a better opportunity. That means a lot to me.
Okay, so now let me remove this. And it was really quick. Did you get the gist of it? She's in Target. She's there with her husband and her mother. They're real proud because she worked hard to build this brand to get in Target, which is a hard thing to do.
Right.
Very hard. Very hard to get a product. And she's not in Target. She's in Whole Foods, Target, Walmart, and all the large mass retailers. That's a very hard thing to do, because of the process and all the things you have to do. And plus, you have to do one thing well, which is she has a great product.
Right.
Now, can anybody tell me what the one word she said that got everybody upset? Anybody know the one word?
I didn't hear anything
Should we replay it again? It's real quick. I can replay it.
I want
to play it again. Okay.
Yeah, because I want to see if I.
Okay. I'm gonna play it.
My name is Beatrice Dixon. I'm the founder of the Honey Pot. To have a retailer like Target see you and believe in you is everything. The reason why it's so important for Honey Pot to do well is so the next Black girl, she could have a better opportunity. That means a lot to me.
Okay, did you hear the one word that time? You didn't hear the one word? I'm gonna tell you. Did you hear? You ready for me to tell you?
Yeah, let's do that.
Gabriella said it, but I'm gonna say it. She said the word Black. Black girl instead of saying girl. That is her mistake. Now, is that a mistake? No. No, it's not a mistake.
No, it's not. It's because okay, only because
she did nothing wrong.
No.
Okay, so let's
talking about her story.
All right, so I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna bring the screen back up, and I think sorry, hold on, what's going on here? Something on the page is playing. Oh, there we go. Now I'm gonna bring the page back up. I think my page is black because I have the setting. You can go dark mode.
Yeah.
So if it's not, I'll bring it back. Yeah, it's dark mode.
I think that's
the commercial there. Let me try to zoom it up so you can see, or I could just swap it back to white. There we go. But I still need to zoom it just a bit because I want you to see the wording. And I'm going to scroll. I don't know what that commercial is. Get this ad out of the way. Okay. Can you see the words at the top there on the screen? Let me go back because I want to be with you guys. The first line on the screen under the Essence tab, it says, why specify Black? One white reviewer asked on Trustpilot. Trustpilot is a site where, you can go and get your product reviewed. And it's like Yelp for products.
Right.
Another person writes, I would have considered buying from this company if it hadn't been for the racist commercial. Okay. And let me bring this back out. I want to go to the comments. Gabrielle is here.
Hey, Gabrielle.
She says, "Oh, I saw that they attacked her for nothing." Exactly. Khalid is here. Hi, Khalid. Gabriella says, "I saw this and still can't believe the nonsense going on." Jay says, "Black." That's the word. Thank you. And Gabriella says she is a Black woman. How is that stating an obvious offensive? Khalid said replay. He said Black girl. Gabriella says people are offended because she said Black. Yep. Hi, Jill. Jill's here. She says Black. Oh, geez. Khalid says no. Jay says no. Wow. Everybody's saying that's ridiculous. And then Jay, is she still in Target? Yes. That's why I wanted to bring up this story. She is still in Target. She's still there. And go ahead. I had another site. Go ahead.
If it was a Latina, if it was Muslim or anything, would they still be upset? Because we're okay. Getting into Target is major for any person.
And she was proud of the fact. And I want to hear what you guys have to say, because I'm going to tell you why she said the word specifically Black. It wasn't a racist thing or to say only Black girls. There was a reason why she had to say that, and it was business related. It's business related because B. Dixon has gone on other shows. She went on the Breakfast Club. I'm going to bring that up because of what she said when she was there. I thought it was really powerful. It was a small 15-minute section she did on that video on YouTube, but I wanted to bring it up because of the business underlying all of this is a business aspect that I wanted to highlight, but I want to give you the facts as they are first. So, Jill says, hold on, my mouse is sleeping. Jill says, do people she should have said African American, or do people just feel she shouldn't have referenced race at all? Now, see, that's a good question. I love that, Jill. Gabriella says, thankfully Target. Yes, nothing has happened. So I want to bring up another article. This is from Fast Company. Oh, let me switch. Sorry, guys. Let me bring it up. And there's a racist undertone to it, but it's not coming from her. And I want to just show you this. Is an article from, I think it's Fast Company. Yes, there it is. Okay, can we see that? Let me go back. Let me get rid of that. Oh, okay. The title of this is called "The Boycott, the Black Woman-Owned Honey Pot Company Backfired Spectacularly." So what they tried to do is they tried to gaslight, hang, snuff out, whatever, her brand by going to Trustpilot and putting up 1-star reviews. Well, Trustpilot, the site, has stopped all reviews on the honey pot. But she said on one of the interviews that what happened is her community galvanized behind them. These are her customers.
Right.
People that bought the product went online and snuffed out everything that was being said negatively because they were all saying she was racist. They weren't talking about the product itself because they didn't buy the product. They were just coming on mad because she said Black girl. I'm going to tell you why she said Black girl in a minute. But this happened last week. They tried to, boycott. They told Target to take the product out of the stores. Target was like, I can't hear you. Not listening.
Right, because Target is making money.
Yep. And this is unfortunately, now everybody knows her brand. They might not have known because, again, it's a niche product, feminine hygiene product. It's not for Black women. She didn't say that. She went on to clarify on other interviews, this product was for people who have a certain body part, whether you're a woman or someone who is transformed into a woman. She said that. She clarified that. She said, I didn't say that. What they're mad is the one word that she said in front of girl. That's what it is. Target and other companies are holding on because they're saying this was for Black History Month last February. It was to celebrate, right? It was celebrate diversity, and this fits her product fits Target's brand so perfectly. Is it fit? Right. And her tagline is "Made by humans with vaginas for humans with vaginas." That's her thing. Okay. Why did she, let's get back to why she said, and let me bring this down. The article is Fast Company. I'm going to put the link in. Why she said Black girls specifically was because of has to do with venture capitalist funding. That's why she brought that up. Because that's the process that she had to go through in order to grow her company to get in the target. So she's proud, like I said in the beginning, she's proud of the fact that she started a product on her own. She said, I made the product. I made everything. But for her to get in the target, you have to have financial help, which is venture capitalists. And she was saying on, if you watch the Breakfast Club, the whole thing is good. But I have a snippet that I want to bring up. Excuse me. But she's saying how the process of going through venture capitalists, and they're not looking at Black-owned businesses or Black women-owned businesses, because she's saying there's nobody standing in that spot, so they don't look for you, which is how business works. Right. Business is not about, it's not philanthropy. Business is business. So there has to be a Black woman standing there successfully making money. And if you watch Shark Tank, this is all on Shark Tank. They don't take you on unless you're profitable. They don't care what color you are. You have to be profitable. And you have to show the process to getting to be profitable. Venture capitalists do this also. So they're not specifically going out looking to help people up. You have to basically do it yourself, get the attention, which is what she did. So she was proud of that, got on the commercial, said, I want to show little Black girls that they can do this too. And she said that specifically because the venture capitalists to get money to grow, to get into mass market like that. Okay, now that's all the things I wanted to get out. So I want to hear what everybody has to say. Tachi's here. Good morning, Tachi. Jay says she was proud that as a Black woman, she was successful and wanted. Thank you. That's what it was about. Right. But if you're looking at something when people say the word Black or white and you're instantly jumping to races, that's not it.
Oh, wait. We supposed to hear the whole story before you make a judgment?
Ooh, don't you think? Tachi, this case is a hot mess. Racism or something. There you go. Hot mess. They were deflecting the racism. Exactly. Gabriella says one keyboard coward tried to start a war against this woman and probably never even tried. They never purchased the product. They just got mad because of the one little 30-second commercial. And I had to replay it for you guys to understand what was the problem.
We didn't see a problem because when there is no problem. Like, okay.
Right. And she says others jumped on the bandwagon because that is a social media trend. Yes, being a bully, jump into conclusions without getting the facts. Right. Khalid says standing up to racism can be a powerful sign of support. It could also make the perpetrator think twice about their actions. I'm definitely taking my 6-year-old about. Thank you, Khalid. See, that is what's come. That's what I want to highlight. What came out of all of this is that I saw a lot of people on Facebook, men, saying they didn't know nothing about this product, but they was going out to buy it for their wives and their daughters. Like, I don't know what, but I don't know nothing about it, but I'm going to get it because they want to support. And then they want, because her products are, she doesn't use, what's the deal? She used organic products. She, cruelty free, all of that, where we are now, where we don't want chemicals and things like that, especially in that area of the body. You want to have things that are gentle and clean. And so she does that. You can look at her branding, which is her product packaging. Everything suggests a clean, a modern look, this free, that free, fragrance free. All of that is in her product packaging, and she did all of that herself. So she's proud of it. Let me get Gabriella says, I keep getting kicked out of the broadcast with an error message.
Okay, this is Facebook, right?
Yeah. Tachi says, hey Jay. Okay, so. And I saw this, I noticed this last week, and I was like, I wasn't going to talk about it. I was like, I want to talk about it because I saw her Breakfast Club interview yesterday, which she did last week. And the things that she was saying was so spot on about being an entrepreneur, building a business, the hard work that goes into it, what you have to do, and the fact that she's proud of doing it and wants to reach back and help other people on the journey, not even just Black girls. She was just like, as far as venture capitalism and capitalists, they want things that are going to make them money. Because she said if they give you $1, they want $10 or 100 or 1,000 back. And that's the nature of business. Nothing wrong with that. But she said she's proud of the journey that she got here to where she could be proud, and all her hard work and proud was trying to be snuffed out by a bunch of ignorant people. So there you go. What do you guys think of that?
People need to have something better to do.
Yes, but I love the fact that, see, this is a part of having a community. And let me put the banner back, because what are we talking about? Doing one thing well. Would we agree that she does one thing well, that she did the one thing well in order to get into Target and Whole? It's a real issue to get into Whole Foods.
So here's the thing. Everybody could have jumped on that. And when I mean jumped on that, Jill's comment about, I saw her reference clearly as giving Black girls, woman, someone to look up to as an example of someone that achieved success. How can that be racist?
It's not. It's just the fact that people on the other side of the fence or wherever they are, I really don't care where they are, that they looked at a great commercial. I was so proud. I've seen this thing several times before this. I've seen it because I noticed commercials and things like this that stand out. So it was playing the whole of February. I noticed it the first time it came on in the beginning of February. I was like, oh, look at Target, get it, and whatever. And then last week was when the whole ruckus started up.
Wait, so they're gonna wait till after Black History Week to start some stuff.
Taji says, why are we always the one who have to explain and do the work of educating? These idiots can take the 2 train to hell. You're right. And this isn't that response right there, Taji. Thank you. This is another reason why I want to talk about this entrepreneur, because that's the attitude that she had. She said, they asked her, how did she feel when this happened, when, people were trying to downplay her, a brand and crush her business? She was like, she wasn't fazed at all, because she knew she had a community behind her. She knew that she did one thing well. And this is the word she said, that doing one thing well leads to everything happening for your business. If you're doing the one thing well, you know your why, you're standing in your truth, you got a product that people want because they're buying it. And then to have this happen, and then people would think, oh my God, the sky is falling, I'm going to lose all of my sales. She said her sales are up like 50%. She's like, I can't. Target is sold out. You can't go to the shelf and get it. She said the best way to get it is to go to the website and buy it online. That's it. Because it's sold out everywhere. Her sales went through the roof. Through the roof. She said that the shelves were wiped out because of this. Because of it. See, here's enough. Jay says he's going to buy it for his wife and his mom. See? And it's there's a whole line of products. It's not that anybody can't. It's for, she's saying for vaginas. I say for, people that have that body part, women or whatever.
Right. And so the thing is, people who thought about being stupid.
They're stupid.
What she did was open the door for any woman to be able to go to have a shot at getting in Target.
Right.
Anybody, Black, Hispanic, Asian, it's not easy to do.
Right.
Because all of the products before, let's be real, Target didn't have a whole lot of ethnic products.
No, but that's. They see the potential of sales. Yeah, they see the potential of sales and brands and everything with diversity. Target celebrates that. And they don't even say, oh, we celebrate diversity. They show that they do that. Mm-hmm. By having her on, by standing behind her, by ignoring these people who had nothing better to do than go online and try to 1-star a product line. It's crazy. Tachi says that's great news. The moral of the story is God don't like ugly. Exactly. And Gabriella says part of our homeschool curriculum includes entrepreneurship. I use this commercial in our lesson when I first saw it. My daughter was so excited. See, I'm great. I love hearing that. That's just excellent. That's wonderful. And
So-
this ties into how I say that if you know your why and you do everything well, everything flows from that. The good and the bad. You can take it on like you in the boxing ring. Bring it on.
You can take a hit.
Yeah, I can take a hit. Guess what? She didn't take a hit. They thought they had her on the ropes, but guess what? Her community, she didn't even tell them. She didn't even have to say anything. People just rose up out of social media and was like, "Oh, we're not having this," and they started.
And she didn't have to fight for her.
She didn't pay them. She didn't have to. She said she didn't even ask them. This is something out of when you have a good product, you're doing one thing well. You got a business doing one thing well. You're selling, everything's good. Your customers are happy. You got a community, a buzz of people talking about it, and they're happy with the product. And then here comes the negativity in the form of this bullying thing online. And the community goes, we're not having that. Not today. Not today. So her sales are through the roof. Everything's good. I wanted to show a little of the Breakfast Club interview. Now she says a little dicey word here and there because she's a millennial. That's how they talk now. Let me bring up the link. And I was just so proud and listening to her and what she had to say. She's very wise for her age. The things that she says about business and that comes from experiencing the process of building something on your own. Like I'm in the kitchen making whatever, and then I figure out how to do it. And Lisa Price did the same thing, went down the same road. The Carol's Daughter hair product, she did that. All right, so let me.
I'm just not.
Yeah, I gotta bring.
Yeah. See, if you, I keep saying this, TJ. If you had to try to understand somebody who's crazy, you'd have to be crazy to understand them. If you try and wrap your head around it, you have to be like them to do that.
Okay, I believe this is like one of them.
For you to succeed, for brown girls to say yes,
absolutely,
I can start a company, and for these venture capitalists to see yes, a company can be successful, and that's where I want to invest my money.
Well, venture capital is business, right? It's the shit isn't personal; it's business. And if there's some other aspects to it, that I think are cultural, but if there's not enough black women-led businesses going to acquisition, scaling their businesses, Richelieu Dennis, and with Sundial, how often do you see that happen in our community?
So you got New Voices Fund.
Yeah, we're a part of the New Voices Fund, but the point is, and that's one of the reasons why Richelieu created the New Voices Fund, because this is the disparity. If we are not selling businesses, if we are not scaling businesses, Black wealth can literally die, right? And so, so that's the reason why we have to be successful, because we're a comp, right? If you're gonna.
Okay, so she goes into some other things, but I love what she was saying. She was explaining about the venture capitalism and why it's important. It all ties into why she had to say what she said. Now there's another hold on, I want to bring up another. She had another thing that I wanted to bring up. Another little section that I went and got the little snippets, because it's a 15. Is it 15 minutes? I think it's 15 minutes. And I want. Okay, hold on.
This club, we have the founder and CEO of the building, a special guest of Honeypot Company, the Honeypot Company.
Yes,
Beatrice Dixon. Welcome.
Good morning, Beatrice.
Good morning.
All right, that's the beginning. I don't want that to come
a young
up.
Black girl that's listening right now that wants to be an entrepreneur and wants to get into the space that you're in. What would you advise that they do? Because a lot of times we're not taught how to get there. We see it all the time, but we don't understand necessarily how to get in a position where we could even ask for money or get a grant to help us out, or even, accumulate the funds. What would you tell that young girl?
Don't ask anybody for their money yet. If you don't know how to, don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in doing things really well. So if you're going to come into the product business, make sure that your product is so good. If it's for your skin, make sure the shit works. If it's food, make sure it tastes incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to take on the world. Make one product and do that really, 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 really well. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go on Shopify and you launch a website. If you don't want to launch a website, then you go on Amazon. Right. If you're going to go on Amazon, then you want to hire an Amazon like marketing company or something like that. There's some really good ones out there. There's like Fountainhead, you can just literally Google Amazon marketing.
Mm-hmm.
And then they can help you. If you got a little bread, they can help. Not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It could be $1,000 a month. It could be whatever you can afford. Right. They'll help you to put things together and create the Amazon page and do all the things as much as you can afford. And then you do that. And then you do that really well. And you let the market tell you. If the market tells you you can make 100,000 doing that, then okay, bam. Now you should go out. And if you want to get into a retailer or you want to come off of only being on Amazon and you want to start your own website, then you go on Shopify, right? You can go to a 99 Designs or something like that and have people help you to build your website. Because whatever you do, don't put bullshit out into the world.
Right.
Don't do that. Do it well. And it doesn't always have to cost zillions of dollars to do things well.
Right.
Go on 99 Designs, pay $99. Like, I don't know if it's 99 designers that like will create something for you just so you can choose one, and then you end up choosing the designer you want to work with. And it might be a couple thousand, right? But if you're gonna put something out into the world, it's 2020.
Yes.
You have to make it pretty.
Put
right?
your best foot forward.
So that there's more of it, but I wanted to pull that snippet out because she was saying about doing the one thing well, everything flows from that. So that was her journey of, like I said, she started the product in her house, however the process was, but she didn't start out in a factory or anything. She grew to that because in order to be in mass retailers like Target and Whole Foods, Walmart, and that, you have to have a process in place where they can make, thousands of pallets because they buy things by pallet. So, pallet is a big stack of product. So you have to have the system in place to do that. So that's why she was proud in what she said in a commercial, but not everybody, a certain group of people started to jump on her because she said the word about Black girls. Like, why isn't it every girl? It's not, because there's a certain process within the Black community of showing they have to see. And that's what she was saying about venture capitalists. They're not going to invest their money unless they see one already being successful because they want their money back. It's a capitalist thing. It's consumerism. That's how it is. That's how the world works. So she's proud of the fact that she made that journey and is standing on the Mount Everest saying, I'm here. Now I've made the trail for other people, whether, whatever you want to say, but she's saying for Black girls. That's her experience. So I don't understand why that is racist, but that was the call. And we see how it turned out. Their little campaign or whatever they wanted to do got snuffed out. Done. So this is what it is. When you do something well, you make a product that's good. People love it. You have a community. They stand by you. And guess what? You're on your way to making more money. So here's the link to the Fast Company article if you guys want to read it. It says calls to boycott the Black woman-owned brand, the Honey Pot, completely crashes and burns out. And it should.
It should.
Okay, the comments. Khalid says, I'm so glad you brought this up today. Comes to show racism still exists. Yes, racism still exists. I mean, we had this whole period with President Obama. People like, oh, racism is dead and there's no more. I was like, what? Nah. And so now you see here we are 4 years later, you see what the result of that is. You can just look at everything in the news and tell what's going on. Brenda says, yes, love this. Been getting some crazy remarks on TikTok F them. I will continue trying to add value. That's it. Do the one thing well. Brenda is doing her green cleaning and how, all of the products that she has to show how you can stay, have things clean. And, she's got the, what's the microfiber thing that you wet and it gets, it cleans. And you don't have to use the Lysol and stuff like that. Those things are important because we still have to be concerned about the environment and things like that. I mean, yeah, everybody's going out to buy products, but you have to think about the chemicals and things that we use, and there are other alternatives. Jill says, people are so ignorant, shaking my head. Yes. Gabriella says, Brenda Garcia, I report those comments. TikTok does a way better job with racist comments. Facebook can really learn from them. Yes, Facebook and Twitter, they really need to up their game. I mentioned last week about Twitter and them bringing out stories feature instead of fixing their hate comment system that they have of, racist comments, hate comments, bullying, all that. So they really need to work on that. Brenda says, well, they're not racist, but telling me what to do, stop posting, and how what I'm doing isn't legit in their eyes. Brenda, you're getting comments on TikTok, people saying that what you're doing isn't legit? I don't understand that. That's a little, they need some education.
Mm-hmm.
Archie says, she says, sigh. If people would only stop being lazy and research, they would know why this is so important for Black girls. Exactly. Like you said, why do we have to keep doing the education? I'm tired of doing the education. Jay said, I went on her website and most of her products online. Yeah, see, she said they're not in the stores. This Breakfast Club interview was five or 6 days ago, and that's when she said go to the website. So yeah, so she's just hang in there. She'll have her, they're probably ramping up production. Back order. Just order it. It'll be back if they're taking back orders. I'm not sure. Jill says the haters, ignorant folks, creating more buzz, which increases sales. Jokes on them. Yes, that's how it works on social media. A comment is a comment. You can leave a negative comment, but guess what? Instagram, Facebook, all of those see that as a comment, sees that engagement, and helps out the account owner. So if you don't like something, please don't go and comment on it. Because you're giving it, if they're on the other side with hateful, racist, stuff like that in account, just ignore them. Let them die without the war. The fire needs oxygen. Don't give them any oxygen.
Right.
Tachi says, yes, that whole post-racial nonsense. Yeah, wasn't that crazy? Like, woo, we're in a post-racial because we have a Black president. It's like, I just laugh because, yeah, okay. Tachi says, I got to order. Yep, I put my order in. I'm waiting for mine. And Jerry Scott says, good morning, blessings. Good morning, Jerry. We're glad you're here. Now, I thought, I wanted to bring this up because it was such a triumphant story.
Mm-hmm.
Because she did her one thing well. She knew that she wasn't phased. Her confidence wasn't rocked. If you go watch the Breakfast Club interview, she will talk. They ask her, what was your emotional reaction? How did you feel? And she's real, steady, didn't phase her at all because
the check is coming in. Why would you let that phase you?
The check's coming in. She's doing one thing, and she said you heard her out of her own mouth. She said doing one thing well. She's doing her thing well. Confident.
So here's the thing: if you're not doing the one thing well, it can sway you. Oh my God! I wonder if it's because really you feel like a fraud when you're not doing something well.
Exactly. And
then you can be moved.
You shake your confidence, you do the wrong thing. And I'm going to give you a real world example. Like one of my clients, they were getting a negative comment on one of their ads. And I was like, and I said, no, you don't delete it. You don't delete any of that. Because the person was saying, oh, I booked this service and this, and this, and this. I said, you answer with the truth. What happened? This broke down, the service broke down, something beyond his control happened, and eventually they got the service, but they weren't happy at the time, but they got the service. So you go in and you say your side of it with confidence. You don't let it shake you. because this is what happens. A negative comment, people see that, but they also see the answer, the volley. You know, in tennis, you hit it back, and people are watching the tennis match between you and this irate customer. So there's been examples of people going on and, you know, the business owner being nasty and cursing people out and blah, 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 back and forth. Guess what? The people watching the tennis match, which is you and this irate customer, they're going, I'm not doing business with this business because look how they talk to their customer. And then the business owner is like, well, this person is saying bad things about, well, guess what? Look at it and say, answer it truthfully and look at it deeply and say, is there a breakdown in my customer service chain? Is there a breakdown with one of my employees? Maybe they need some training. What happened? Try to fix it. Try to fix it. I had another client where they had an office and up front, they had receptionists. They were up there talking about personal stuff about the owner. Well, the people sitting in the waiting area heard every word, went online and said, I'm not coming back here because they're up here talking about the owners, this, that, and that, and that's personal business. You never know who's listening. You need to be careful. So you need to watch if you have employees, what are they saying? What are they doing? How are they talking to the customer when you're not there? Right. What are they saying? Did they say something that wasn't true? Or was there a breakdown? Do they need training? You know, that's what I'm saying. Look at the comment, the negative comment, really look at it. And yes, you're going to be hurt because the first instinct is to delete. Oh, right. Oh my God, delete. No, read it with a clear mind. If you can't do that, get somebody else in your business partner, or somebody that you trust to read it and honestly critique it and say, is there a breakdown in my business system?
Oh, so you mean own it if you wrong?
Own it. Own it and say, I'm sorry that you had a bad experience with our company, that the service, whatever. This is what happened. I'm truly sorry. Let's talk about it in a DM offline. Then when you talk to them, if there's truly something you can do, you can say, well, the next service 5% off, or I'll give you a free this. Or you want to soothe the ruffled feathers because that person will go out online in the world and say bad things about you. You don't want that.
I think the moral of the story that you brought to us today, Terry, TJ, is if you do your one thing well, you're really not going to have to worry about trying to defend yourself.
Yeah, there's no the truth is the defense.
Right.
Your customers, the happy ones, are your defense. You don't have to do anything but sit there and keep doing what you do well. Your army, and this lady, she had an army. She got an army now. That from here on out, anything untoward, anything said, anything that they're gonna be right there to you know, with their swords and stuff, sweep it. Yo, you're not coming through here and doing this to this business owner because she's doing good things and she's good and honest and truthful and her products work for me, and you're not gonna mess up this thing.
So Brenda's comment down here is really interesting.
Let me see that.
She said, I would order from Honey Pot because it is minority owned. I want to stop right there. There is a whole category with the government for women and minority owned.
Yeah.
So by her mentioning that she's minority owned, shouldn't have been a problem for whoever was making comments. Okay. But then again, they're ignorant. So she said, I support dreams. Now how I purchase again is going to depend on how it made me feel or what it did for me.
Yes, but exactly. That's what it is. And then she says she is inspiring, integrity driven. Yes, her whole energy, her whole thing through the conversation on the Breakfast Club, and she's been other places on TV that, you know, she's real calm, and because that's from doing one thing and having confidence and knowing that you built your business from the ground up. You know your product is good. You know people like it, that it serves. Now, if someone buys it because of this and then they don't like it, that's okay. Guess what I say? What did my mom say? Everybody ain't gonna like you.
Everybody's not.
And that's okay. That's okay. You have to put this in your head. Everybody ain't gonna like me. You're not supposed to satisfy 100% of the market. That everybody is my customer, dead. Not true. That's a lie.
Everybody is not your customer.
Everybody's not your customer. You start if that's your attitude starting out, wrong.
You will be disappointed.
You will be disappointed. You will be crying in tatters and your confidence shaking. Your audience is who you connect with, and that's your target audience. They connect with you. They get what you're doing. They understand your product. I mean, I mean, after you say you have a website and you explain everything. When you explain it and do your one thing well, they will connect with you. That's your audience, not everybody. And she realizes that. So I wanted to bring this up because the thing she said about the black girl, she didn't mean it. It wasn't like a race thing. It was a financial opportunity thing from working with venture capitalists and things like that. So like I said, if you watch a lot of finance shows, I watch everything I can. If you watch Shark Tank and stuff like that, you will see the things that they ask these business owners. It's not personal. It comes from, you want my money. I have to vet you in a business way, not personal.
Right.
So don't make it personal. I have to ask you certain questions about your profit and loss. What's your margin? All those things. And you can pick that up if you watch Shark Tank. It comes on Friday nights. If you can't watch it on Friday night, they have the ABC app. You can watch it whenever you want. It's a really good show if you want to get more out of, business strategy, how business owners think. And these are venture capitalists. Everybody on Shark Tank is a venture capitalist, which means they have enough money that they can invest in other people's dreams and help them build a business. And they've done it successfully, a lot of them on there. So that's why I watch it. It's business. It's not, who has the best ethical mind, or who are they supporting politically? All of that has nothing to do with it. If you're in business, entrepreneurship, all of that stuff, you have to look at things with a logical mind and know, who am I? Who do I want to reach? Who's the target audience? How's the best way to reach them? What's the best way to reach them? The rest, you pick up. Okay. Let me see. Oh, Jerry says, I love Shark Tank. Another one is The Profit.
I like him too.
Yes.
Boy, some of them people.
I haven't seen him lately, but I when he first came on, I was watching the first couple of seasons, and I was just, yes, because he would get into the business, and these people they want to do things their way.
And it wasn't working.
But your business is failing. Oh, another one I used to watch, The Restaurant Guy. They would come in and fix the people's restaurant. There's another one on Paramount where the guy goes into bars. There's an older guy. He goes and fixes their bar. But what it is, I like about these shows is that they're going in. You have a problem. You're coming to them for advice. They're giving it to you. You don't like it. The whole thing, falls apart because you don't like the advice. But it's business.
Mm-hmm.
It's like science and math. 1 + 1 = 2. Business is the same way. Everything else on that foundation layer is just icing on the cake. Different things. That's why social media is so popular for business use now, because that's the icing, but it's still business underneath. It's still business. Carolina said she did that.
That's
B?
No, there is a program on Netflix called She Did That. It's a documentary.
Yes, I want to see that. Good. Thank you. Thank you for mentioning that, Carolina. That's on my list. I want to see that. It's a documentary on Netflix about, is it
women
business
who did
funding?
business,
Yeah.
who created companies.
Yes. So, I mean, that's why I wanted to bring this up, because I knew it got lost in all the major news. It came out last week. The controversy was last week, but the commercial, everything came out February 1st, Black History Month, and went a whole 30 days, like Fran said before the brouhaha and the outrage.
Come on now, y'all wait until after Black History Month to complain. Come
And
on.
the people with the pitchforks, oh, we gotta do, and the answer was like, oh no, our army is bigger than yours, and rightly so. I mean, this all has to say, like Brennan says, she will buy the product because he's aware. And see, this is the awareness part of it. But people will be repeat purchaser, will buy again because her products are good. Because why? Doing one thing well. That's where it starts. Doing one thing well. If you got a shoddy product, it doesn't fit, it doesn't work, nobody wants it, you can advertise that thing on Facebook all you want. When people buy it and get it, and then I want my money back.
Do your cookies taste good? Really?
Yeah.
That's the first step, man. Is the product any good?
Yeah, isn't any good? And a lot of these, and I bring this up because she was talking about Shopify. I was in another group and they were like, oh yeah, you can buy stuff from China and do the AliExpress and the drop shipping. I was like, okay, where are all those people's businesses today? Because ain't nothing coming from China today. Zero. Yeah.
See, and there wasn't another plan. That wasn't a well thought out thing.
That's a money grab. That's not a business.
Okay. So, TJ, now you just did that. Business is about solving a problem.
Yeah.
Not just getting money. And if you just want to get money up and doing things to get money, when the little hole dries up like it just did.
And why? Because you don't control the process. If your thing comes from China or has to be made, I'm sorry to the businesses, because I saw some stuff on the news today about a lady that her business is failing because China, her stuff is made there. I'm sorry about that, but you have to think about when things happen. And we talked about this last year about the recession is coming. Well, I'm sorry to say, it's on the way. Faster than it would have been before. But these are the things you need to do as a business owner. You need to think about plans. You need to plan for this. You need to plan for contingencies. What if? You
expect the best, but you plan for the worst.
Yeah.
Now, our president been talking about doing stuff with China all the time. You should have been like, wait, let me tweak some stuff right now in case that goes south.
When you don't control the distribution process, when it depends on someone else, that's why I say about Facebook. When you depend on Facebook alone, guess what? When Facebook goes down, what happens? Your business is stuck at zero. So what do? Well, you can continue to do the thing because it's going to come back. China's going to get back online at some point. Products will come back at some point. Your business, but what do you do in the meantime? Well, you need a side thing, something. Let me make another product that I control. Honey Pot, she makes it's made here in America, so she's good. Think about how you can add a product or service that you control as much as you can. That's the answer. And unfortunately, it takes things like this to show the breakdown of planning. Having a strategy. What if? And don't say it's not happening. And then the people, oh, you just saying the sky is falling. Well, what do you think's happening?
And you need to know how to pivot.
Yeah.
Okay, part of planning in business is the contingency plan.
Yeah.
If this, then that. Okay.
Yeah.
Coming out of China, what is your option?
And you don't have to hire $1,000 strategist. Just sit down on a piece of paper and a pen and say, well, this happens. What am I going to do? If this happens, what am I going to do? And go, okay, I got to start working on those things a little bit at a time.
Is that why you have multiple streams of income?
Mm-hmm.
Multiple ways of doing business is what I mean with multiple streams of income.
Yeah. Okay. Jill says, first, let me go back. Barbara, good morning, Barbara. And then Taji says most don't, they have no plan at all. Right. Jill says China's already back in business shipping. Corona simmered way down there, but yeah, a lot of folks' business was interrupted. There you go. There was the interruption. What are you going to do when Facebook goes down, Twitter goes down, Instagram goes down, China goes down, India goes something?
And people they freaked out when Facebook They all took to Twitter and said, "Oh, Facebook is down."
I remember somebody was going to do, some business owner was going to do a special promotion that day and had stock and everything. What am I going to do? You're going to have a contingency plan. And I mean, I don't know how many times can we say it. China's back up and running now, but it's going, things are coming over slowly, and then they're going to have a new there's going to be a new process now. I'm telling you right now, there's going to be a new process for things coming into America because of what's happening right now, because of the panic and the people want better. It levels everybody up. So there's going to be a couple of systems in place. Well, when this comes over, we got to do this, that, and the other.
Well, yeah, Jill said we had the same things with big events. A lot of people had to cancel their events. I wonder if there were a contingency plan, because there was a lot of
a couple other things. I'm going to say one thing. Online streaming. You got StreamYard, you got Zoom, Blue Jeans. Microsoft had something in their Office 360. There's Slack. Slack does online meeting. You're going to have to move to online meeting. You got to move to online instead of face-to-face.
And this is going to push up everybody who tweaked in and dialed in their stuff. I don't know what's going to happen to Be Live, but everybody who does online services, because you can do a meeting online.
I'm going to tell you, I've been watching, and I watched Yahoo Finance and stock. Zoom stock last Wednesday, it was like 4 something a share. I checked Monday morning, 9 a.m. It was like, 9:55. It was like 6 something a share. So I'm just saying and I'm not Nostradamus. I'm just I was like, okay, think about it. When there's a recession or there's things down or things are broken, what do people do? And I've been hearing talk really before all of this, because the virus has been around since like last year, November, December. There was lots of buzz about what are businesses going to do. Work from home. How do you work from home? You have to have good internet, and you have to have online meeting service. There's tons of them. But the most popular one is Zoom. And guess what Zoom did this week? They have a 40-minute limit on their free service. They removed that. You can Zoom all night. You can Zoom all you want now for free on the free plan. There's no limit. Hi.
And so Zoom is going to come in and get all them people. They took away the barrier and made it easy for them to get.
And I've gone on different forums and said, I said I was like StreamYard and Zoom. I was naming all of them. And StreamYard is free. I said StreamYard is free. All you got to do is they got their little logo on it, but it's free. See, all because StreamYard has been good to us so far. Not they've been good.
See, and because they started off not being free for
one thing. Well,
you understand, they did one, and they all StreamYard is doing is paying attention to their stuff.
Yeah, and StreamYard still has the free. They just have a 20-hour limit per month, and it resets every month. But who's going to stream 20 hours a month? 20 hours a month? That's more than enough.
Right.
Plenty. So, Jill, yes, Jill says, are we using StreamYard? Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And she says, I want to learn how to use that. Yes, go to StreamYard.com, sign up for there's a free, the settings there for free. And when you sign up, the only thing is you won't have the brand, like we have our own branding, like Biz Chicks and mine, Terry Johnson Online. You will have the StreamYard branding. It's not intrusive. Instead of like where my logo is over here, my logo over there, they'll have a StreamYard duck.
There'll be a duck up there.
Yeah. So you go to StreamYard.com. It's browser based.
And we can help you, just reach out and
it's browser based. It's browser based. You go in and
it's so easy.
You go in and you type your title, and you type your description, and you schedule it. That's it.
You just want to make sure you have a computer that has a camera that works. Yeah. And audio that works. I don't know how you can't have some old system. I'm tell you that now.
No, you can't. But and again, I've been telling people this is your reason to make sure that you get, a lot of people don't have internet access. Please try to think about getting it. I know it's expensive for your home, but guess what? If you have to be in your home for some reason from here on out, you got internet and things can come to you. You can order stuff and you can Netflix and you can get on StreamYard for free and talk to anybody in the world you want to talk to.
Right. And
Yeah.
Jill, in answer to your question, you can do the StreamYard from the phone. You just can't host it from
Right.
the phone.
You can join, I think,
You
and it's
join
browser
from the
based,
phone.
right? So
You can't host
browser.
it from the phone.
Yeah, so they have a lot of things they're working on. I think a mobile app is one. I'm not sure. I haven't been in the. They have a great Facebook group that, you know, the owner, the guy comes in and he does a town. You know, they do all of the things that everybody else used to do for us. So I'm just gonna say, so far,
this has been the best so far.
Yeah, so far, yeah. And they have a free option and they have their own branding on it, because guess what? That's how they're bringing in new customers. When Google Hangouts went down, was it last year or something? Something happened with Google Hangouts and went away. The whole Google Hangouts crowd came over. And I know because they were in the group asking questions. So they're bringing people over. And they're doing one thing well. Like the honeypot founder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let me know what you think about what we talked about today. I mean, I was thinking, I was like, maybe this isn't a good topic because, you know, they're saying, oh, there's the racist thing, but I always see the business underling of everything that I try to bring, whether it's social media or whatever. I said there's a business underlying strategy, you know, topic there.
I was like, I didn't even catch that. And I guess it depends on if you're looking for something bad or wrong, you're going to find it.
Right, you're going to find it. And this came to me because, like I said, I was on Twitter. Either I was on Twitter or Facebook or somewhere I was, and they were talking about, oh, they're going after the founder of the honey pot. I was like, what? I was like, the nice little girl on the Target commercial that's been playing every day for February.
Like, this is what I would like to say for my comment.
Okay.
People are, just like PJ said, not everybody's going to like you. Some people are going to try and hate on you. You need to be able to deal with the flack. Yep. Even if it's warranted or unwarranted, you better be prepared.
Yep. People
are not going to like you. The persecution will come, and you're a bigger target when you make more money. Just saying.
Yeah.
They're not going to, they don't mess with you when you don't have no money.
Think about you know, success and how you want to see it, how you think it will come, and then ask yourself, what if it doesn't come that way? What if, you know, I do this thing like B Dixon, and, you know, she gets to this crossroad and she didn't panic. She said she didn't panic because she knew she did one thing well. She knew why she was doing it. She knew it was a good product because she made it. She didn't hand it off to some lab. I mean, yeah, a company makes it, a lab makes it now, but she made it. And then when it got to be, okay, I want to get into Target, there's a process to get into Target. There's a process to get into Whole Foods where you have to have certain things in line. You have to have money, venture capitalists. You have to go to them and present your business plan and strategy and explain to them how they're going to get their money back and how soon, because that's all they care about. How am I going to get my money? Will I get my money back? And how soon will I get my money back? And once you give them that assurance, they write you the $1 million check or the $10 million check or whatever she got. And you're off to the races. Okay,
so nobody's writing no check without a plan. That we know. You ain't got no plan, they're not writing a check.
No. So that's the whole thing behind her saying that she was so proud that she wanted to show little Black girls because of the money, financial part of growing. This is called scaling. When you hear people talk about scaling in business, this is a perfect example of it. Okay. Jill says, absolutely. If you're in the light, those with the darkness want to shut it down for Fortunately, they are in the minority, but definitely something most of us in the light must deal with at one point or another. Yes, you have to. It's the same thing as being online like we are now, and the comments that are coming in. If negative comments come in, what are we going to do? I'll go, we can delete it and move on. It's not going to phase us because we're doing one thing. We know how to do it. We've been doing it for a while. It comes with practice. So for her, she's been through the fire. So these little comments from people who didn't even buy her product, they were mad because she said black girls in a commercial. That's why I said one word. One word started the whole controversy. But she's victorious in the end. Her products are sold out. Even online, they're sold out.
Yeah, because Jay said he couldn't. He said there.
Yeah, Jay said it. I've seen lots of men, and I'm not saying any color. I've seen lots of men on Facebook and stuff saying, "Well, I'm going on just to buy it for my wife. I'm going to get it for my just because." And it's up to them once they buy it if they like the product or not, and I'm pretty sure they will. So, okay, so
good.
I'm glad we had a good conversation on this topic. Like I said, I wasn't sure because it was like, oh, she's racist, this and that, and people saying things. But there's a business plan, a strategy underlying it. And it's because I heard her talking, her interview on the Breakfast Club, and she's got others where I think she went on The Real and some other shows, that she talked about who she was and standing in her truth, doing one thing and knowing, because she's been through the fire. I've been through it. So I want to bring everybody along for the ride. And she's doing that. So, yes. Oh, Jill, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you guys for being here, for participating in the comments and everything. And, like I said, if after the live, the replay gang, put your comments in too. Let us know what you're thinking and what you're feeling, what your opinion is. It may be different from ours. That's okay.
Right. It really is.
Yeah, we're here for the conversation.
Right.
For the education. Like Tati said, well, we got to educate everybody. Well, here we are. Brenna, thank you. So we'll be back tomorrow. Coach Karen talking about money. Here we go, talking about money again. And thank you, everyone, and have a great day. We will see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Don't forget to go to the front of your own line.
Yes. Oh, and find us on Terry Johnson Online, Google, or BizChick Google. We're everywhere. If you need help, we're here to help. That's the main part of this, is we're here to help. Okay?
Right. Always happy to help.
Yes. Bye.
Bye-bye.